No more acting, he said. Okay. I'm just, you know, the thing is, I can't help but come across as fake. You know? Because I was conditioned that way. I get this intense feeling of anxiety if I display my real self, which is a much more dynamic character. You know, I try. You know, I'm trying. I am trying. No more acting, huh? No more acting. You know, I was trying to be provocative. I was trying to call attention to some things. And I'd see people complaining about red cars and one headlight wonders and you know, little schoolyard games, and they do this video after video after video. It was like they were on repeat, you know, skipping record. And so, you know, no press is bad press is the theory that I was operating under. You know, that's what justified it for me. Of course, I knew, and the CIA knows, that you're all so fucking simple that you know, I'd end up marginalizing myself in your eyes. You know, but I tell you truly that I could not have. I would not be alive today had I not done that. But here I am. You know, I've got intense joint pain. I've got it feels like my bones are dissolving. You know, I don't believe this is something this was programmed into me. I believe it's really actually indicative of an underlying physiological condition. You know, last night, you know, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to sleep in a different spot every night. You know, someplace inaccessible. Um, you know, the trouble is, I mean, they are installing all these 5G devices every fucking place. All this new construction, 5G devices go in. They are little, in part, they are little magnetrons. You know, they're little magnetrons like what you get in a what powers a microwave. You know, sure. You know, millimeter waves, microwaves, same fucking thing. You know, the body scanners, that's a millimeter wave technology. It's a microwave technology. It's electromagnetic technology. It is harmful. Um, it's not as harmful as being, you know, cooked with a microwave emitter for hours, you know, while you sleep. You wake up and you feel like you're going to die. And you feel all warmed up and everything. You got all these all this, like you're vibrating, and the only thing that stops it is is some grounding, taking off your shoes and socks and going barefoot on a patch of land. Hopefully it's somewhat wet, for better conductivity, cycles out your electrons. And in so doing, I mean, it harmonizes you to some extent with the frequency of the Earth, which is what, 432 gigahertz. I don't know. I don't know. 432 gigahertz. I don't know enough about the science, I sporadic study. I'm just, you don't know what it is, guys. They set up all these systems. They installed all these systems. I don't believe it's just post-hypnotic suggestion, They install, well, they install all these programs. I mean, it's MK Ultra. It's a lot of it's mind control. I don't know that they use some kind of laser knife, surgical laser knife, and they went along the seams and so I just don't see the scar. And the scars, they got some real nifty substance that clots and seals. It's got stem cells in it, and you got your own stem cells in it, and it doesn't leave a scar. It doesn't leave a mark. I mean, I was led to believe I had implants. Through probably gaslighting incidents. These situations I describe where I'm aware of I believe I've killed 3 people. It was kind of an orchestrated self-defense situation one time, and then this other time they had drugged me, and they said some guy he'd poisoned me, he'd spread some rumors about me, and and there he was, and we're in this isolated area. Well, I guess just in a backyard someplace, and I don't know where, someplace in California. It's at night, and I guess they were making a snuff film. I don't know. I don't know if that. Yeah, sure. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, that's not real because it's unpleasant." Anyway. Well, I'm just veering off topic. I mean, this just shows you some of my disorder, my disordered mind. I'm unable to stay on topic. I'm not responsible for any of that. I'm a victim. It doesn't keep me up at night. People, I don't know, people play it being sort of neurotic or something. They think it's charming. I don't know. This is like a modern thing. So it's all about them later never being able to examine what really goes on in the world, and they'll never ever be of assistance to anybody who's doing anything real or trying to counteract anything of a really evil nature that's going on. They'll act charmingly neurotic, they'll be of no help. Half of my family is this way. Half of my family is still in denial. And basically what it boils down to is an unwillingness to look at the truth is evil. It's a lack of objectivity. An unwillingness to examine new information is evil. A closed mind is evil. There's a lot of harm closed-minded people do. I haven't made general statements. If you think I have, you think I've made sweeping general statements. I've vilified, attempted to vilify broad swaths of the population. You are wrong. You are not interpreting things correctly. You are perhaps programmed to respond to me, just something about me, in some negative way. They did that the night before. It is orchestrated from years back, friends. As unbelievable as that may seem, prescience is real. People previsioning the future, that is a real thing. That's a real thing. It's from what they told me anyhow, they don't get a hold of many prescient people. That's part of why, that's a small part of why they wanted me to stay in the Marine Corps. They really lobbied for that. I mean, they tried to threaten me and warn me 1,000 different ways, say things don't go well for people like you, going out on the outside. They'll kill you, and they'll do all this stuff, You think this is bad. You think this situation is bad. Hey, we're trying to help you. And, things are going to work out for you on down the line, I'll tell you, I'm not giving the Marine Corps a black eye. It's these gang stalking assholes who were criminals before they joined the Marine Corps, and they're criminals after. And they're getting funding through Department of Homeland Security. Whose budget is like 75% of it just goes to these private contractors. Okay, it's all under the table. It's all black operations. Real simple stuff. Anybody can do it. And it's like they're playing a video game every day. Every time you chance by, every time you happen to see them, they'll give you a big old smile, a big delighted smile. They're really enjoying themselves. They enjoy tormenting you. It's this drawn out hitman game. It's what it is. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to slow killing people, to torturing people. They get a dopamine rush every time they get a real big reaction out of you. Then they can take that. I mean, anytime they can get you to say something. Anytime they can successfully program you to say something out loud, they record that. They use it. They use it to turn people against you. All kinds of stuff. They're constructing all kinds of entertainments of the snuff variety. It's along that whole line. I've talked about remote neural feeds being used in future entertainments. These immersive experiences that are this virtual reality immersive experience. You get to live, different little segments of a person's life. You get to do that with me and see all the awful things that happen anyway. They can just mix it up however they like, recut it however they like, and for whatever purpose, for mind control, for anything, just for the gratification of some disgusting narcissist who's got a big bank account, and he saw you as his enemy. It's disgusting, vile, repulsive garbage. It's like that movie. I was set in 1999 or something. Strange Days. It's a 90s movie, little like that. I'm trying to be real, I'm trying to be real, give you a full, just lay out my character in a very bare way, unfold it, and you can see every facet all at once. Trying to do that, friends. Really trying to do it. But yeah, you don't know how to interpret things, and you're not me, and you don't know me, and yet you want to judge me and everybody else. This is the new hobby. It's disgusting. And all throughout how many people have I come across delighting in evil, in learning about people getting hurt, people getting killed. Oh, you got a Darwin Award. Oh, there's another recipient of the Darwin Award. It's disgusting. You're evil, and you will reap what you sow. You're setting things up. You're helping to build an experience for yourself on down the line. Maybe decades from now, in the same incarnation, or maybe in the next time you spring up. So enjoy, friends. If that's what you want to do, enjoy it. Yeah, you might as well. These people there's some awful people, and I even disassociate from it. I can't even fully remember some of the shit that I've been through. Some of the things these people are so fucking destroyed, and they're so divorced from traditional life modalities, and they're deficient, and they're developmentally disabled in some way that you can't really quite put your finger on. They weren't breastfed as a child. As a baby, maybe for a month or so, they want to sell people formula, they want to vaccinate the hell out of your kids and destroy their intellect and destroy their immunity and get them coming into the fucking hospital and have them have all these childhood diseases, asthma and all this garbage, juvenile diabetes, all this shit, They want them having psychological disorders of every kind. It's just all so goddamn evil. People violating the Hippocratic Oath. EMS personnel killing people who if somebody else staged an accident for whatever the fuck, finishing them off in the fucking ambulance. I don't know. Does that go on? It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't fucking surprise me. Oh, there's money to be made, guys. Oh, there certainly is money to be made. Oh, you want to really fucking stick it to people? Yeah, you really want to get back at people? Oh, be a nurse. Be a nurse. Be a caregiver. Yeah, do that. Oh, go into hospice care. Oh, ha 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 ha. You guys are sick. So many. There's too many people. I don't know. Yeah, my whole perspective is discolored by what I've been through. But I'm not misinterpreting. That some of these phenomena that I'm observing. I'm not. And I. The stuff in the plots in fictional books, supposedly fictional books, a lot of that stuff is real. Those writers are not creative. I know as an artist myself, as a writer myself, that's they're getting a lot of this stuff from their own personal experience, and talking to people, doing interviews with people. It's a wild world out there, man. The people are so fucked up. It's so incredible, And it starts, the fucking up process starts when you're very young. That's when you can really twist a person up. So it's really important that you just, try to be as natural as possible. And I'm trying to bring that back. And I really will. I don't know. I was thinking the other day, some images of this cartoon, with my very simplistic, high-powered magnet motor, which generates electricity also. Some cartoon character that makes it, shows the process of making. He's got all these, great plans for it. Maybe some of it's kind of nefarious, in kind of a funny way. Yeah, it could be really, really hilarious. Then people would see that actually, people would actually see, wait a minute, that thing actually works. It's not fake. It actually works. And that's maybe an avenue forward towards real change. Other than that, people are always going to run into all these limitations, and they're going to make all these evil choices. They're going to be scared and make all their little evil choices, all the standard stuff, It just makes me fucking sick. It makes me fucking sick to have to walk by, homeless people and you get to talking to them, you find out they're really talented, you find out they used to have this great job, doing something creative, doing something, that required a lot of skill, you know, and then some misfortune happened to them, and you know, it's just, and they're sick and they're injured and they have an infection, and they're out there in the cold. They're out there in the cold. They're trying. They're really, really, really trying. They're doing their best. They're pouring their heart and soul out, you know, into something they're doing, you know. Just yeah, and they, you know, you try to help them out, but then they get targeted, you know. These people, man, they're fresh out of hell. These gang stalkers, they're fresh out of hell. You know, so keep it up, guys. Keep it up. You know, you're not even as smart as Thomas Jefferson, who lived over 200 years ago. You're fucking primitive, fucking psycho. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck. Gotta try to be real. Gotta try to be real. Gotta try.